on the one hand, it has been confirmed that Hamas has released 13 Israeli prisoners being held. And I can tell you that according to the latest Reuters report, there are children amongst those released, 4 children and relatives, and of course they will be reunited with their families waiting in Tel Aviv. It has to be pointed out that we spoke to a spokesperson of Hamas on this very show. My colleague Iman Rapeti spoke to that spokesperson who said categorically at the time that no children had been taken hostage. But this report suggests that it's now clear, and we even saw one of those children in the visuals getting out of the vehicle and getting back in with an older woman. So it is clear that Israeli children were taken hostage. On the other hand, the Israeli ambassador to South Africa told us that there are no children being held in Israeli prisons. But we know that as part of this agreement, teenagers are being released. So it'll be interesting to know how young the boys are that have been released reportedly from Israeli prisons. 13 Israelis swapped for 39 Palestinian prisoners, and according to the BBC, they have arrived at the Offa prison. We've been showing you visuals of the prison, and that is on the West Bank, and that is where they may be received by their families. But from these visuals, we're not getting much. If the BBC is correct, they are already at this prison, and possibly the Palestinian families hoping for their loved ones to return are behind or inside one of those buildings. So let's bring in international editor Sophie Mokoena and just wrap up where we are and what is expected tonight, Sophie. And I guess today then is day one, so it's the first test of what we're going to see over the following 3 days.
Yes, indeed. Today it was a big day because, as you know, that you have to ensure that those who have signed the agreement do implement what's contained in that agreement, and therefore we saw both sides doing just that. We know that, as you pointed out, there were 13 Israelis, 10 Thai nationals and 1 Filipino, and therefore you now have a situation on the other side where you have Palestinians. That's the prison where they are. They have been released, but they are being processed, and I think any minute from now we will see them leaving that prison. We saw the buses coming in earlier on. And I think what's becoming a bit of a concern now is when are we going to see the Palestinians? We saw the hostages, as you pointed out, women, and we saw children, and we also saw the Thai nationals and also a Filipino national. And this brings us to a number today bigger than what we expected, because remember the agreement was 13 Israelis, and therefore you have these nationals who are part of this. And we are told that they were part of a group of people who are working in that area where people were taken hostage. And I think we will see a similar trend tomorrow, because we expect the same process to unfold tomorrow. And also we are monitoring the trucks, how many trucks will make their way to Gaza to assist the ordinary people in Gaza who are experiencing challenges. As you see in the visuals there of families, this is Tel Aviv. Every evening, friends and families and those people who are sympathetic to the families of those who were taken hostage used to gather here and pray and sing and wait for the news of their loved ones being released. And this is their familiar sight. And tomorrow, similar visuals, similar processes.
Thank you very much, International Editor Sophie Mokoena.